So, let's talk about English tenses. And I know what you're probably thinking. Flashbacks to confusing grammar charts and rules that just don't stick. But what if I told you it's all actually a pretty simple system, a logical way of talking about time? Today, we're going to break that system down and make it make sense. Okay, let's get into it. Really, it all just boils down to two basic questions. First, when did it happen? Past, present, or future? Easy enough. And second, how did it happen? Was it a quick one-and-done thing? Was it an ongoing action? Or did it finish before something else started? Every single tense in the English language is just a mix and match of the answers to those two questions. That's the secret. And this is our map. Yeah, it might look a little intense at first glance, but I want you to stop thinking of it as a test. It's a grid, a guide. And our whole goal today is just to explore this map, one square at a time, so you can see how simple and logical it all is. By the time we're done, you'll be navigating it like a pro. So here's our game plan. First, we'll get the lay of the land, understand the map itself. Then we'll zoom in on the present, then the past, and of course, the future. And to wrap it all up, we'll put all the pieces together so you can see the big picture. Sound good? Okay, so before we dive into the actual tenses, we've got to understand how our map is organized. It's just a grid system. And once you get how the grid works, everything else just clicks into place. So here's the key. The rows, the ones going down, tell us when. Present, past, future. Simple. The columns going across tell us how. You can think of this as the flavor of the action. In grammar, we call this the aspect, and there are 4 of them. Simple, continuous, perfect, and perfect continuous. So just remember this. Time plus aspect, that's what makes a tense. It really is that straightforward. All right, let's see this map in action. We're going to start at the very top with that first row, the 4 ways we talk about things happening right now in the present. First up, we've got present simple. This is your go-to for things that are just generally true or for stuff that happens over and over again. Think about your habits, like I play cricket every day, or just facts about the world, like the sun rises in the east. It's simple because it's just stating a fact or routine. Okay, now let's talk about an action that's actually in motion. That's where present continuous comes in. It's for something that is happening right now. You can spot it by that ing at the end of the verb, which signals that something is in progress. So it's not just I play cricket, it's I am playing cricket. It's happening as we speak. Moving across our map, we get to the perfect tenses. Now, present perfect is super interesting because it's like a bridge connecting the past to right now. It talks about an action that's already finished, but it has some kind of result or importance in the present. So if you say, Rahul has played cricket, you're saying the game is over, but maybe now he's tired or now he has that experience. The past action still matters. And to finish off the present tense row, we've got this one, present perfect continuous. This is for an action that started way back in the past and is still going on, like I have been playing cricket since morning. It perfectly captures that feeling of duration. The game started earlier and it's not over yet. All right, we've covered the present. So now let's hop in our time machine and shift our timeline back. We're moving down to the second row on our map, the 4 ways we talk about things that have already happened. Past simple is about as straightforward as it gets. It describes a single event that started in the past and ended in the past. It's a closed chapter. I played cricket yesterday. Done. Over. Finished. See how there's no connection to now? That's the big difference between this and the present perfect. Now, just like we saw with the present, the past continuous is all about an action that was in progress, but at a specific moment in the past. So if someone asks, hey, what were you doing when I called you yesterday? You could say, oh, I was playing cricket. It basically paints a picture of what was going on at that time. Ooh, now this one, the past perfect, is a fantastic tool for telling stories. I like to call it the past before the past. It helps you put 2 past events in the right order. For example, by the time my friends arrived, I had already played cricket. See? Playing cricket happened first and then my friends arrived. Both are in the past, but this tense makes the sequence totally clear. And for our last past tense, we have the past perfect continuous. This one sounds complicated, but it just describes a long action that was happening for a while right up until another thing happened in the past. For example, I had been playing cricket for 2 hours when it started to rain. The focus is on how long you were playing before the rain came. We've gone back in time, so You know what's next. Let's look forward. We are now on the final row of our map, talking about the 4 ways we describe things that haven't even happened yet. Future simple. This is for plans or predictions. It's clean, it's direct. Now, the example here uses shall, which is a little formal. Honestly, in everyday chat, you're almost always just going to hear will, as in, I will play cricket tomorrow. It's a simple statement about a future plan. So, following the pattern we've seen, future continuous is for an action that will be in progress at a specific time in the future. Think about it. What will you be doing tomorrow at this exact time? I will be playing cricket. We're basically picturing ourselves right in the middle of doing something in the future. The future perfect is all about a deadline. It describes an action that will be finished before a specific point in the future. By 8 p.m. tonight, they will have played cricket. The focus isn't on the playing itself, but on the fact that the game will be completed by that 8 p.m. deadline. And finally, the very last square on our map, future perfect continuous. Now, full disclosure here, this tense is super rare. You will almost never hear someone use it in a normal conversation. But hey, for the sake of completing our map and seeing the whole pattern, we've got to know it's there. So there we have it. We have traveled across our entire map, from the present to the past and into the future. Now, let's just zoom out for a second and see how all these little pieces fit together to make one big, clear system. And here it is again. But look at it now. It's not some scary, confusing chart anymore, is it? It's just a logical grid, a map for telling stories about time. Every single box has its own job, its own specific role in helping us communicate. When you understand the system, you can pick exactly the right tool for what you want to say. So if you remember one thing from all this, let it be this: understanding those columns, the 4 aspects that tell us how an action happens. Simple is for single points in time, continuous is for an action with some length to it, perfect is for an action that's done before something else, and perfect continuous, well, that's just a long action that happens before something else. That pattern right there is the key that unlocks this whole thing. You see, at the end of the day, grammar isn't about memorizing rules. It's about having the right tools in your toolkit to say what you really mean, clearly and precisely. So the real question is, now that you have the map, what kinds of stories are you going to tell?